Dear friends of Salt and Light, welcome back to Hope Between Popes. My name is Father Haig Chahinian, and blessings from Paul VI Hall in the Vatican, where for the very first time in his pontificate, Pope Leo XIV addressed the media of the entire world. But before we look at what took place here, we turn our hearts to a moment that happened just the day before. Sunday, May 11th, when the newly elected Pope stepped to the window of the Apostolic Palace for his first public prayer with the faithful, the Regina Coeli. It was a profoundly moving scene. The square overflowed with pilgrims and Romans alike, all gathered to see and hear their new shepherd. As bells rang out across St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Leo XIV greeted the crowd with simplicity and warmth, visibly moved by the moment. His message, although brief, was deeply resonant. Our hope, he said, is not a concept, not a sentiment, but a living person, Jesus Christ, risen from the dead. He entrusted his pontificate to the Blessed Virgin Mary, invoking her as Regina Pacis, Queen of Peace, and asking her to accompany him and the entire Church on this new journey. More than a gesture of Marian devotion, it was a clear sign of where this pontificate begins, in prayer, in humility, and with a plea for peace. Peace in our world, in our homes, and most importantly, in our hearts.
Accettate l'invito della Chiesa e di Cristo Signore.
And then the following day, Monday, May 12th, in Paul VI Hall, where Pope Leo XIV offered his first address to members of the press.
Buongiorno, good morning, and thank you for this wonderful reception. They say when they clap at the beginning, it doesn't matter much. If you're still awake at the end and you still want to applaud, thank you very much.
The room was filled with journalists, photographers, broadcasters, and media professionals from every continent. It was not just a press conference, it was an encounter. The Holy Father walked into the room to warm applause and offered not just remarks, but a vision. He began by thanking the media for their tireless service in covering the conclave and making these historic days accessible to the world. But he went even further, speaking directly to their responsibility as storytellers. He reminded them that communication is not merely a technical task, but a deeply human one. Words can heal or harm, unite or divide. And then, echoing his message from the day before, he invited the press to be artisans of peace, choosing stories that bring hope, resisting the pull of sensationalism, and amplifying voices that are too often silenced. He also made a pastoral plea for an ethic of listening. Let us learn, he said, not only to speak well, but to listen deeply. Only in listening can we begin to understand. Together, these two moments, the Regina Coeli at the window and the media address in this hall, formed a powerful opening to this pontificate, a call to peace, to communion, and to the quiet strength that comes from hearts attuned to Christ and open to one another. Dear friends of Salt and Light, if we truly think about it, and the fact that Pope Leo XIV, in his first days in his pontificate, decided to allocate time to the media to speak about the importance of the use of proper communications in the world today to bring hope and peace, is truly extraordinary. And that's why we are proud to do what we do here at Salt and Light. From the plaza right outside Paul VI Hall, thank you for being with us on this episode of Hope Between Popes. God bless you all.